Hey everybody, have you ever wondered what the best kennel on the market is? Well, it's Gunner Kennels G1, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. I've got 5 reasons why this kennel is far and away the best kennel on the market and why it's worth every penny. First of all, I just want to, this is my favorite thing about this kennel. Check this out. I don't think there's another kennel on the market that does that. In fact, take a look at this from probably one of the most popular kennels out there just because it's one of the cheapest. You can pick this this particular brand up at any of your, Kmart, Walmart, Shopko, anywhere where you can buy pet supplies, you're going to be able to find this kennel or one like it. But notice how the design of this kennel, the door, makes what I just did completely impossible. And not only that, but this kennel, even when you do get it closed, it's not going to stay closed. Check this out.
Good girl, heart lady kennel.
Okay, so you see what I mean? The design of almost every dog kennel on the market has that little pinch assembly in it, and it slides in. Some of the cheaper ones, I understand that some are made better than others, and not all of them do what you just saw. But the one thing that has this has happened to me. One thing that's really frustrating is when I'm going down the interstate and I look in my rearview mirror and I see my dog wandering around the bed of my truck. I put him in the kennel because I want him to stay in the kennel. The other thing that I was super excited about this is that I can even lock this. So not only can my dog get out, but now my kids can't get him out if I don't want him to. We were camping with family, and my brother-in-law, my niece, let my brother-in-law's dog out, and it was one of those campsites that was leash only. And the next thing we knew, we were getting chewed out by somebody from another camp because the dog was wandering around, and it had to do with my 3-year-old niece who was able to pinch those together and open it up. With this, you're only getting this out if you have the key. Okay, so not only do I love the fact that these things lock, but the other thing I love about them is the assembly of the hinge. On every other kennel that I've ever seen, for the most part, they are held together. The door is held together with 4 little rods that go down into the side of, or the tops and the bottoms of the kennel assembly. The assembly on these Gunner Kennels, you've got an actual hinge that's going to hold it in place, and there are 4 screws on the sides, and there are 2 more screws, tops and bottoms, that are going to hold this door assembly in place. So even in a collision, this door is going to stay in place. All right, so the next reason why this is the best kennel on the market has to do with the tie-down system. Now, you can spend the extra money and get the tie-down system directly from Gunner Kennels like I did, and I think this is the way to go. These just loop around here, like this. This goes down to any kind of a tie down that you've got on your truck bed, and then it just slides through there, and then that holds, and it's not going anywhere. So the great thing about this system is there are no hooks to pop off if you hit a big bump or anything else. This system is going to keep your dog kennel in place no matter what. Now, you can check out this other video. Notice what you get when you buy the cheaper brand of kennels. Sometimes you can't even use a heavy-duty tie-down because the hooks won't even fit. Your only option really is to do a bungee cord, and you know what? The chances of that happening are between slim and none. So there's the second reason. All right, reason number 3 why this is the best kennel on the market has to do with the way it's built. The plastic in these things is a double-walled plastic, which means at the corners where you need the strength the very, very most, it's a double-walled plastic, meaning it's more than twice as thick. This kennel can withstand on the sidewalls 4,000 pounds of pressure. Now compare that to what you see in this video, where I just used a regular ratcheting tie down to apply pressure to the sidewalls and to the top. You'll notice that I've added a line here so that you can see how much give is in these. Again, all I used was a regular tie down, ratcheting tie down from my truck. I used just my hand pressure. I didn't use any kind of a lever to increase the force that I could put on it. Okay, number 4, and this is a simple one, but I really like it. And it's actually two things in once. The reason this is one of the best kennels is because it stays in place. Yes, it's got a killer tie-down system, but it also has an extra wide base and rubber feet on the bottom so that it's not sliding around in the back of your pickup truck. So you get the support from the tie-downs on the top, and then you've got this extra support because it's got a wider base and the rubber feet. That's the 4th reason why this is the best kennel on the market. Okay, number 5. This is why this kennel is the number 1 kennel on the market, and it has to do with the way it's put together. So we've already talked about the process through which the plastic mold, the case is made, but now check this out. On most kennels, you've got just kind of, you've got 2 pieces and they slide together, and then you take a regular, I think it's a number 8 or number 10 bolt, slide it up through, and you slide a little plastic. It's not even a metal nut. You take a plastic nut and slide it down on top of it. And I think there's about 16 of those that go around on a regular kennel. And that's what's holding your kennel together. Plastic nuts that you could probably strip out with your hands if you tried. So it doesn't matter how good the actual outer walls are if the manner in which you hold those together is cheap and crummy, which is really what all the other kennels are. This kennel, on the other hand, it's got nuts that are actually built into the sidewall, and so when you're screwing that into, when you're screwing the bolt up into the nut that holds it in place, you're actually screwing you're screwing the bottom part or bolting the bottom part of the kennel into the top part of the kennel. And if it's going to strip out, it's got to strip out these brass fittings. Okay, so 5 reasons why this is the best. Number 1, you've got a killer door. Number 2, the best tie-down system on the market. Number 3, the only kennel or crate that has passed a crash safety test, and the process through which it's made will withstand 4,000 sidewall pounds, or 4,000 pounds of pressure to the sidewall. Number 4, the rubber grommets and the wider base keep it safe and keep it from tipping over. And number 5, just the assembly, the actual manner in which it's assembled together takes all of these incredible features and holds them together in one and ensures that your dog is as safe as it's possibly going to be. Now, let me give you number 6. This is a little extra feature that I love, and that's this. If you check out inside here, you notice how it's got this rim that goes around the edge and then a solid pad. When I put my dog in here after we've been swimming around and playing out, chasing ducks or just doing some water work, all the water runs off of her and it all pools around the outside, and she can sit on this centerpiece, and for the most part she's going to be able to be up and out of the water, and she's not going to be laying in it. The other thing I love at the back, you notice back there's a big rubber plug, and just like my boat, I can undo the plug, let the water drain out, I can spray it out when I need to. And so that's the 6th reason why I think this is the best kennel on the market.